Hello, hello, hello. Babaloo is back in a brand new Let's Play, Let's Build series, I guess you could call it. Uh, I'm calling this series Graygoria. Why? Because I found myself a lovely little island that I've spent a few hours getting ready with a little house, hole in the ground, some food, surrounded by other islands that would be perfect place for a fortified island fortress. And Graygoria is an old medieval Gothic vampire nation with a bunch of stories attached to it and things like that. And this setting is a great place to duplicate my iteration of what that fortified island nation would look like. So, with that being said, we can get into the initial tour of so far what I've done here. There's, like I said, a small little island, built a little hut. Got to put your name on your house. This is being played on my personal server, multiplayer server, with there will be other people involved and things like that. So I'll give you the 5-cent tour of what I've done so far. Here's my hole in the ground that I dug. Got some storage. Not very much yet. A few bookshelves that I've been working on. But I did do a couple hours of mining. We got a bunch of stone and cobblestone, some wood. I was able to get quite a few diamonds and stuff so I could get full iron diamond armor with some basic tools and everything else, just to gotta be safe. So styling. Alright, so now back up to the surface. I will take you on a quick trip to where the main fortress is going to sit here, which is right across the water here, which works out good because everyone knowing castles, there's a moat, there's things like that for, defensive purposes, and this island in the center of this little area has a natural moat and a nice, decently sized space to be able to put a a fortified island on here. There's some walls, towers, some kind of keep in the middle, but maybe a small village, a shipyard. There's plenty of room here. It's not huge, but there's plenty of room to do what I'm thinking here. So that's the plan. So this whole island is going to turn into a fortress, and then the land on the outskirts here will have other towns, villages, other things to make life on this island a lot better, like any farms, any other things that I want to make that can be useful to what we're doing here. It's all going to have that lore of Graygoria. So that's the plan, and I hope you stick around to see this through because, like I said, this is on my personal server. There will be other players joining in at some point, and if you'd be interested in joining the server yourself, I'm always looking for more people to play with and enjoy themselves on a family-friendly server. And be sure to leave a message in the comments saying that you're interested, and we can meet up on Discord or whatnot, and I'll give you the information. Other than that, it's survival Minecraft with plugins and a lot of data packs and things like that. Some of them that mimic Hermitcraft, and with other bits and bobs added in, like you know mob heads, player heads. There's also some other um, things like the universal dying. There's I'm drawing a blank here. There's also a home spawn pack installed, so that way you can set up to 5 home locations, and by using chat commands you can teleport back to those locations. There is also a gravestone pack installed, so everyone hates dying and losing all their stuff, so to make it a little more family friendly, I added the gravestone pack, so when you die, all of your items get put into a gravestone that you can go and retrieve, and it is grief proof, so that way only the player that died can retrieve their gravestone. And one of the things that I added that I am looking forward to using the most is the elevator blocks, which I will show you when the time comes. It's very interesting and makes making towers and things like that so much more fun to use, because you don't need to rely on water elevators or bubble elevators or flying machines or anything like that. So I think it's going to be a fun addition to your basic vanilla Minecraft setup. So now, first thing I wanted to do was get a basic layout of how this fortress is going to get placed, starting with the walls and the outer towers. So in order to do that, I'm definitely going to need some more cobblestone to finish the walls, but to start things off, I'm just going to grab a few stacks of cobblestone so we can get a basic layout of what this island could look like. And it's raining. Alright, so let's make our way back over to the island, and we'll start from here. Now, the walls themselves aren't going to be super high. However, I do want them high enough to where drowns and all the other sea critters aren't going to be a problem. So, but I want to try to keep it to the basic layout, the basic shape of the island that's already here, using some of the dirt here. So if we start from here, this looks like a good place for a tower right in the corner here. So if we go, let's see here, we can go like this. There's a tower, and then if we kind of follow over here, this could be another tower. And I'm just going to run around the island and place some blocks and get an overall feel of what this is going to possibly look like, and I will be back with a progress update. Alright, well, I'm back. I'm out of dirt, and I'm running dangerously low on cobblestone, so I'm going to have to do some mining. But while I do that, I'm going to hop into my spectator account so I can do a quick flyover and show you what I've done so far. Alright, so here we are. This is where we started. Here's the little home island, and here's the first couple of little tower locations that I marked out. Now, if we follow around, I'll go up in the air. I'll show you exactly what this could possibly look like. We got towers, we got a decent amount of wall sections, And I figure the one main tower right here on this kind of sort of little island section, and this area over here where the cavern is, I'm going to turn into like a ship location or some kind of docking area or something, just to go with the whole feel of this being an island fortress. So, but yeah, so far the layout's looking good. The we're gonna, start doing, tower builds and wall sections and things like that in the upcoming episodes. And of course, if anyone wants to leave a comment with what they think should be inside this fortress, by all means, leave a comment, and we can get this project started. With that being said, I'm going to end this episode here, do some mining so we can gather some materials, and that way in the next episode we can start with building one of the towers. Alright? This is Babaloo, your lovable creepy clown, saying scare you all next time.